Hex, Polkadot, and Dogecoin. What do they all have in common? Well, if you go to Nomics and the ranking site, you scroll down a little bit, you can see that Polkadot is ranked number 11 in terms of market cap, Hex is 12, and Doge is 13. Now, what if there was another way to look at these coins to see which ones are actually more popular? What if we could use data from these websites to see the traffic that goes to these websites, to see the people's actual interest in something versus some different, because you can calculate market cap in several different ways instead of some arbitrary way of calculating market cap. What if we could gauge it on actual interest, like the number of visitors that are going to a website? Well, we can with this website called Alexa.com, where they actually track the estimated traffic, page views, how long it takes somebody to leave a site, etc. And we compared them between these three coins. Who do you think is most popular? Remember, this is what the Nomics ranking site says. Polkadot, Hex, and then Doge, right? That's the most popular, that's the ranking order in terms of market cap, right? We have it over here, 25, 21, and 19 billion. Who do you think? Let me know in advance. But first, if this is your first time here, what's up? My name is Sam, and for those of you who are returning, it is good to frickin' see you. If anybody wants to support the channel, you can check the links out down below. So, Alexa.com is an Amazon site. They do data analytics, web data analytics. And then they'll basically just sell that to companies who want to use that for marketing purposes or other research purposes, or to improve their site or whatever the case might be. So we're going to take a look at Dogecoin here. And then they rank these. And remember, right, 40,000th or 41st, this is basically 41st thousandth. This seems high, where 1 is the best. 1 means it's the most popular. This seems pretty good, right? Or seems pretty high in terms of like bad. It's not ranking very high. But remember, there's millions of sites, right? So in the world, Doge is ranked 41st, basically 1000th. And in the United States, it is ranked 100,000th. And you get to see here what the trend looks like over the last 90 days. Started at 34,000th globally, right? And now you can see it's just down to the right. So if you think about charts like this, or some people think TA is like technical analysis is valuable, right? Up and to the right is what you want to see. Down to the right is not what you want to see. And this one is down and to the right. So this is Doge. Let's take a look at Hex next. So this is same thing. This is Alexa ranking Hex.com relative to all of the other sites that they rank. And remember, there are millions and millions and millions of websites. Hex.com is ranked 18,000th globally. 18,000th, Doge 40th. More than twice as popular. More than twice as popular. In the United States, 19,000th, right? What is that? Almost 4x times in terms of the popularity in the US. So this, I wouldn't say is a great indicator so far. But let's take a look at Polkadot, right? Because I think that's actually a chain. And take a look at what their data says, because maybe a chain has more, right? Because you think of like a blockchain. And I could be wrong. Is Polkadot not a chain? Parachains are live. Parachain. I'm assuming the chain that they have is called Parachain, and Polkadot is I thought it was some type of either DEX or something along those lines. Anyways, let's take a look at their site, right? Because if it's got some type of utility like that, could be higher, right? Well, globally, Polkadot is ranked 24,000, almost 25,000. In the United States, 105,000. Would you look at that? Would you? What movie is that from? Would you look at that? I don't know. I don't watch movies. Doge, Hex, Polkadot, and yet Hex is by far more popular than Polkadot or Doge. When you look at the people who are actually going to the site, right? I can make up some or any arbitrary way of ranking things that puts one thing above another, right? If you think about like what, if you're watching this and this is the end of March, right? There's like a award show called the Oscars, right? And you've probably seen some of the things that have been popping up everywhere if you own a phone or if you touch the internet related to what happened at the Oscars. Now, let's put that into context. What is the Oscars? The Oscars is an arbitrary, made-up event to award attention, accolades, money to people for being the most fake that they can be. Would you look at that? Right? So what's happening over there is what I'm describing. Arbitrarily just making shit up to rank people in this case for being some arbitrary thing that has no fucking value in society, right? Well, we have a similar thing over here related to market cap, where the people that are choosing to actually go to a website, remember, when you go to a website, you're already expressing a tremendous amount more interest than other people, because when you go to the site, you actually are going to the source for their information. So this, wrong. When we look at the actual data, what we get to see is Hex is by far more popular. Oh, let's look at the trend here for Polkadot Hex real quick. So you get to see Hex is gaining in popularity. It peaked at 15,000 and it's been dropping, right? When was the peak? February 20th, right? So that was right around when Pulsex sacrifice was ending, right near that time. So that makes sense why it was peaking in that right at that point. And it's been dropping down. So it hasn't made much progress. It made a little bit of progress, right? It started 90 days ago at 18,000. And well, it's still at 18,000. So it's basically done nothing over the last 90 days in terms of popularity. Polkadot. This is one of those charts we don't like to see, right? It's just down. So they've lost popularity globally by quite a bit. So they started at 13,000. So they started globally more popular than Hex 90 days ago. And now they are less by 6,000 spots than Hex, right? And in the United States, barely anybody cares about them. They're in the 100,000. Now, if you found this, the way of looking at this data interesting, take a second, share it with somebody trying to grow the channel, trying to grow the community, trying to provide value in the community to show people that there's other ways of looking at things and to see that you can go out there and find the truth for yourself. Does this make sense, right? Or does the idiot clown show that what they call the Oscars, like does rewarding people for being fake make any fucking sense? No, it doesn't, right? So you just have to think for yourself, and then you can draw other insights that nobody else sees, which then gives you the advantage in making decisions. how you live your life. So if you agree with that, share this with somebody else. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon. Peace. Also, if you want to check out, say hi on Twitter, link is down below on Twitter if you like fitness related stuff. Same insight, remember. Just gave you a little bit of a preview of how I like to think about things. And I take that same mindset and apply it to fitness. Right? So there's some really good, interesting stuff that I guarantee you never fucking heard of. In the fitness realm, if you'd like to check that, there's a video coming up here right at the end of the other channel. With me flexing as the icon, you can click that and go over to that channel. Or Instagram, I have a lot of stuff posted over there as well. Or a Facebook group, if you list it down below. If you want to support financially, there's a Ethereum address as well. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon.